Hello, my dears. This is Resilient Lives, checking in with you after your weekend. Hopefully, you had a chance to pause and restore yourself. You had a chance to do exactly nothing or as much as you wanted to do. I was observing some of my family members as my granddaughter celebrated her 21st birthday, and they did a lot. I didn't know that there was that many things out there to do in a day. And I'm happy. I'm happy for her and her milestone birthday. And so now we're here starting a new week. And I certainly I'm sort of excited about starting a new week. The funny thing is that we had some really nice weather, and I'm all ready for spring to come, and then of course the time changed and threw me for a loop because to spring ahead, even though everything that I'm doing is pretty much virtual, Zoom, it still threw me for a loop because I never exactly knew what time it was, all the clocks at different times. But we made it. I accomplished doing all of the things that I had planned, and it was fulfilling. And so here we are in March, mid-March. Can you believe it? And as I look back and I think about January and February, I'm already ready for vacation. Usually a summer vacation would be planning that I would do, I don't know, in February or so, but I am ready to plan some downtime. And I looked out the window today and the streets that were clear finally of the 23 inches of snow started to fill up again. It was snowing. So here we go. We are resilient. We certainly can adapt and accommodate whatever the world throws at us. But this is a time when we're focusing on thriving. We're focusing on seeing what the end might look like. We're focusing on getting ready to get these vaccines and get out. And it's also Women's History Month, and we're looking at all the wonderful things that women have done. And I'm thinking, well, it's time to pause and reflect on what would we like to do. I don't even think I did a vision map for this year, goal planning. I've just been doing month to month, and I thought, wait a minute, it's time to pause and to think about this intentional plan that we have. We're ready to go out and see and visit and do all of the things, but it is necessary to have a plan, have a goal, so that we know where we're going. We're just not going to go out and let life live us. We have been cooped up on this limited quarantine time, and we certainly want to have a plan, make it happen. And when I think of make it happen, I have this thing where I get all of these journals. Some of them are so neat, but I bought one journal that I keep on my bookshelf someplace, and I bought it really for the title, and the title says, "Make it happen." Make it happen. We have the ability to make it happen. Last week we talked about the color of thoughts and the color of our language and the color of our foods, and the colors make a difference because the foods that are more colorful have the most nutrients in them. So as we're looking at the colors and food and thoughts, and we're planning a healthy diet, a healthy mind. And now what are we going to do with this healthy body and healthy mind? We're going to plot our path to success, our plan, so that we'll know by mid-year, are we on track for what we're planning to do? Now that we can see that the end is starting to happen. I know we can. And I know I'm a little behind in doing my vision map, but I would just encourage you to pause and take some time to appreciate all that you've done and all that you are capable of doing. As I saw on, I think it was the news, there was this group of our elite athletes, and they felt that they as women weren't getting the recognition that the men got. And it's interesting because a lot of the women elite sports people are, when their season is over, some are getting second jobs. And they're saying, well, this isn't fair because, the men elite athletes don't. So they banded together and developed a platform to address this issue. And the reason I say that is because we've been talking about what together does. Together is healing. Together we can make a difference. And the example of these women taking an issue that they were not satisfied with and developing a platform for making it happen. So as we are looking at history, I think it's time for us to make a little history of our own. So I'm encouraging you to make a vision plan. Look forward to using your gifts and make it happen. Until then, I'll be waiting to hear what your thoughts are, but I'm going to do mine also. So I'm sending you a virtual hug, wishing you love, letting you know that we care for each other. We're thriving continuously, daily, because each day we're looking at those things that help us, that put us on the right track to accomplishing the goals that we had in mind from the start. We made it happen, thriving and flourishing. Let's not forget,